Now we start the press conference. I have 4 announcements. First, about the cabinet meeting today. 6 general measures and the personal decisions were made. The comments by the ministers. Me and Minister Arimura made comments about the revision of the responsibilities of Cabinet Secretary and Cabinet Office. And the Minister of Internal Affairs talked about the results of administrative assessment and monitoring of measures to secure doctors. And the Health Minister made comments about the comprehensive strategies for the fight against dementia. And after the Cabinet meeting, Justice Minister made comments about the extension of punitive observation of Aumu Shindikyo. And today, the Cabinet decision was made to revise the responsibilities of the Cabinet Office and Cabinet Secretariat in order for them to release their potential so that they can play to their full potential. It is important to revise their responsibilities. Last week, the recommendations were made, so the government made the Cabinet decision respecting that recommendations, and related legislations will be submitted to the Diet going forward. Before the cabinet meeting, with the presence of Prime Minister, a ministerial meeting on the fight against dementia took place. Over 1/4 of the elderly are to be subject to dementia, and we discussed the countermeasures. And last fall in Tokyo, the summit about dementia was held in Tokyo, and Prime Minister expressed our determination to fight against the dementia in the summit. And in this comprehensive strategy to fight against dementia, we will establish an environment which will ensure relevant treatment for the patients. And the initiatives will be implemented under the cooperation of related ministries and agencies. In the meeting, we said that the related agencies will cooperate with each other to establish an environment that is friendly to patients. Tokyo 2020 Olympic and Paralympic Games Cabinet Ministers meeting also took place. In the beginning, the Prime Minister said that we have to make all-out effort across the nation in order to rejuvenate Japan with this Olympic Games, and also to support the reconstruction from the great earthquake. And the cabinet members vowed to take necessary initiatives. That's it from me.
Suzuki from Kyoto. Regarding the hostage crisis, the chairman of Foreign Commission in Jordan, Mr. Manashil, met the reporter from Kyoto, and he said that the Jordanese government is asking to release Mr. Goto and pilot in exchange for 2 prisoners. The one is female and the other is a man. Is this true? No, I'm not aware of that. Japanese government is working hard to ensure a release of Mr. Goto, and we are making all-out effort. And we are asking Jordanese government as well as tribal leaders and religious leaders to provide support to Japan. This is the current status. And the situation has been changing, so I cannot make any specific comment on specific comment.
On a related note, this exchange of the female terrorist and the 2 hostages, do you think that it is not an option? We are asking the Jordanian government to help us. That's the situation.
In the interview, Mr. Manashil, chairman of Foreign Commission, said that the female prisoner cannot be released only to gain a release of Mr. Goto. What do you think about their position? Japanese government is asking Jordanese government to provide support, and the situation is changing, so the Japanese government is not in a position to comment.
Japan Times. Then it will be depend on the decision of Jordanian government. Yes, we are asking for their cooperation.
On a related note, the Islamic State, Sajida Rishawi, a prisoner, and Jadal Kalibri, also who is a prisoner, they are demanding the release of 2 prisoners. Is this true? We are not I'm not aware of that.
A new footage of Mr. Goto on the 24th after 2300. The Japanese government identified this footage on the internet, and there are some reports that actually the footage has been identified before the conference meeting or the phone meeting between the Prime Minister and the King of Jordan. I'm not aware of that. So you don't know any whereabouts of Mr. Goto at the moment? About Mr. Goto, we assume that he is alive, and we are working to ensure the earliest possible release of Mr. Goto.
Kaya Yomiuri, on the related note, it's been 1 week since the first photo was uploaded online, and do you have any direct contact? No.
On a related note, so the Japanese government will demand the release of Mr. Goto, but there has been no direct contact made. What is your analysis? Of course, we are analyzing various things, but I would not comment on them.
Furutani, Nippon TV. On the related note, in Amman, Mr. Nakayama, Senior Vice Minister, 2:20 a.m. left the hotel, and are there any development? No, I'm not aware of that.
I guess that he is contacting the Jordanian government. What's your view? We have been asking the Jordanian government for their cooperation.
Sato from Hokkaido Shimbun, regarding the Mr. Goto's the photo and the time to confirm the picture, as stated in the question. Even before the teleconference with Jordan, the government had confirmed, and you answered that you are not aware of that. Is there any fact? No, I am not aware of that. That is my answer.
Changing topic, Hoshino from Asahi Shimbun. There has been some reports about the security legislation, and even when there is no aggression on Japan, legislation may be changed to allow the SDF to be dispatched even if a military attack is not waged against Japan. I know about that reports, and a seamless activity must be ensured through the security legislation, but I will not comment on details.
Nanao from Nico Nico. The Islamic State spokesman on 26 on the internet said that the Muslim he is calling for a Muslim in Western countries to attack, and if that a Muslim do not attack, they will be considered as enemy. That is his statement. And he mentioned the countries, although he didn't mention the name of Japan, but what do you think about that? The government is not in a position to comment on that kind of statement.